Hi YouTube, it's me, Jordan, again. So it's that time of the week where you will see another update from me, so this is obviously it. Just this week's been quite a hectic one for announcements. Firstly, last week we had the Consumer Electronics Show, CES 2016. Can't believe I got that all wrong. And also today we have had a very exciting announcement from Alton Towers Resort regarding their new ride Galactica. More on that later. So also about me this week, is there much to say at this moment? I might have to come back to that one because I can't remember right now. That's what sitting in the hot seat does to you. Yes, I remember now. My new channel trailer was launched just at the weekend. I hope you've all checked it out, and if not, I suggest you give it a look at. It's just basically me going over my values and basically just a bit of an inspirational, motivational video for those that are considering coming to the world of YouTube. I can honestly say I've enjoyed the last 2 weeks so far. Yes, I know 2 weeks I've been on here for now. It seems like it was only yesterday that I started making videos. Yeah, I'm still struggling to get to grips with it all, but I am enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. So, over to the Consumer Electronics Show. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to go to it. Maybe next year, hopefully. But on that note, there has been many new products that have been launched or announced that are coming soon. Some crazy ones. For example, Samsung have a Family Hub smart fridge, and basically what this does is integrates a big screen into one of the fridge doors, and it works as though you've got a big Android device on the fridge, and it's got all the times, and a bit like having an interactive notice board. So instead of having pieces of paper with magnets on, or whatever you do with any loose bits that you want to keep in sight, it just keeps it all nice and tidy to look at. So Fitbit, they've introduced their first introduction into a sort of smartwatch sort of device. Yeah, they already had the fitness tracking wristbands. I've got the Fitbit Flex, but this new product, okay, it looks very much like along the lines of an Apple Watch. However, it definitely is not an Apple Watch. You can tell from it's much more angular. However, it does quite a lot of things for your fitness, so it's dedicated to fitness. What else have we got from there? So Withings, or however you pronounce them, have brought out a Wi-Fi connected thermometer, and this will retail at about $100 US. So about, depending on prices, they bring it over here, so that's between £60 and £80 over in the UK. Basically, you'll just place it just above the temporal artery, and then you'll get the temperature, and this will submit over to potentially a Withings app, although I haven't fully looked into this just yet. So then there was the cars and drones. BMW brought out their new gesture concept, which is the AirTouch 3D. So currently they use a gesture technology in the 2016 7 series. However, the new AirTouch 3D gesture control brings more in-depth feel to the way you interact with your car. So Ford also showed their new entertainment system that integrates Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, or whatever it is called, I can't remember, living alongside Ford's own in-car entertainment system. Unfortunately, I can't remember that name right at this moment. I haven't done enough research into it yet, so I do apologise. They also showcased their new Ford GT, which is very limited, so if you're actually after one of them, you'll have to be very lucky to get one, you'll basically have to write a letter to Ford saying exactly why you want one. So if you're going to do that, don't write in it that you just want to have one to nip down to the local shops, because that probably won't work. Another thing, so have you got the new MacBook? If so, you'll know the annoyance with having only the USB-C connector port on the side. With this, Apple got rid of the MagSafe connector. However, there has been a breakthrough from Griffin. They've brought out a BrakeSafe connector that works with the USB-C connector, and this basically works like a MagSafe connector. So basically, if you catch your leg on the cable for your MacBook or whatever, instead of the MacBook going with the cable, it works exactly the same way as the MagSafe connector. Also, as you will have noticed just lately, vinyls and turntables have come back into fashion. Who would have thought that would have happened? So, quite obviously, at CES, turntables have become something that was being shown off. So, Panasonic has got a new Technics SL1200 turntable, and this includes a 50th anniversary edition, so something else to check out. And oh wow, LG showcased a new TV. It's not 4K, it's 8K. An 8K TV with a resolution of 7680 by 4320. Who would have thought we needed something that big or that higher resolution? Half of us haven't even got a 4K TV. I'm still on HD 1080p. Also, LG rolling out all their TVs and showcasing them. They also quite literally rolling out TVs, because this one is one that you can roll up. It's a 18-inch 1mm thick OLED display, and basically you can roll it up into a tube and take it wherever you want, which is kind of really exciting. So I do look forward to using or seeing that. Another very popular thing at the moment is virtual reality, and I'll come back to that statement in a few minutes with my Alton Towers mention. So basically, Facebook have now put their VR headset on pre-order. Unfortunately, it's around $600, I think, if I remember rightly. So it is a fair amount at the moment, so it depends if you've got enough money for that. Also, Samsung's headset is £80 over in the UK, so that is quite a bargain compared to what Facebook are selling the Oculus Rift at. So that's VR headsets. There's probably a bit more on that. I'm currently going by a list of products that was mentioned at CES, so you'll have to bear with me on this. Nikon revealed their Nikon D5, which is their top-of-the-line DSLR, designed for professional photographers who need the very best in performance. So obviously I'm not a photographer myself, so you won't see me having one. However, if you like taking photos, or not just like taking photos, you do it as a job, maybe one day or in the very near future you'll have one of these. So that's about it on CES. I know there was a hell of a lot more. There was the Intel RealSense technology drone, I think it's called, whereby it knows exactly where things are around it, so it can understand and not bump into anything, if you know what I mean by that one. It's a bit hard to describe when I haven't got anything in front of me to describe it, but that's not too bad. So that's CES over, and as I say, gutted that I couldn't go, but what can I do about it? Hopefully next year I'll get there. So on to the next piece of news from me, or from that's very much in the media today. Alton Towers have announced today that their ride Air will be rebranded as Galactica. Now this basically is going to introduce a VR headset into the ride. So it's going to be, as Alton Towers described, as the world's first virtual reality roller coaster. And yes, I know there's one in Germany that already uses virtual reality. However, the one over here, I understand, will be using it in a much further depth. And by doing this, they are using an adapted Samsung virtual reality headset. Sorry about me mumbling up my words. And this will basically, as you probably can tell by the name Galactica, will be using a space theme. So it takes you through a portal into space and you visit various places. So you've got Kelpa 9 and there was another one. I'll get there in a minute. Sorry, I'm on the galacticatours.com website if you're interested in looking yourself. It's a very nice website, tells you all about it. So yeah, basically the website describes how the space travel works through wormholes and a portal system, while the ride is around a portal system. And so that's how that one works. So their destinations, as they call it, are Nero 5, so that's the one that's full of monster volcanoes, and Kelpa 9 is the frozen landscape of the planet. Apart from that, there isn't a lot more to say on that. The ride opens in April 2016, and shortly after that, their roller coaster restaurant, which they officially announced I think about a week ago, will also open in May. So that's something more exciting to look forward to. What else was there? Unfortunately, the ride that was potentially opening next year has, as far as we can tell, been postponed. But hopefully we'll hear about that in the near future, and hopefully it hasn't been shelved completely. And I think that's it on the Alton Towers Galactica announcement, and I think that's everything from me just about today. So I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. It's much different. It's more of an update on everything around us and how I see things. Haven't scripted any of this today, so I know it's a bit all over the place, but I hope it was enjoyable enough. It was my review of everything that I've seen. And yeah, if you've got any questions, please pop them down below in the comments. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and maybe even share it with your friends. So that's about it, and as always you can find me on the relevant social media channels, and I'll make sure there's something on the screen anytime now for you to see that. So that's everything from me, and I'll catch with you all later. Bye.